Hey, Moon in the 12th house and Cancer on the 12th house cusp. Okay, you are someone whose emotional world is deep, private, spiritual, intuitive, and often hidden, even from yourself at times. The 12th house rules the subconscious, dreams, solitude, hidden emotions, spiritual connection, karma, isolation, retreat, sacrifice, healing, secrets, and the unseen realms. When your moon is in the 12th house or Cancer is on the 12th house cusp, your feelings may live beneath the surface like an ocean, powerful, intuitive, and difficult to fully explain. So, you are deeply intuitive and spiritually sensitive. You often pick up on emotions, energies, dreams, symbols, and unspoken truths without knowing how they know or how you know. You're emotionally private. You may feel a lot but struggle to express it directly. Your emotions may come across through dreams, art, prayer, music, writing, or solitude. You're highly empathic. You can absorb the moods and pain of others, and sometimes it can be confusing because you don't know what is yours and what's not. So you can absorb other people's energy, and then you're sad, and you don't really know why you're sad because you didn't have anything to be sad about. So you're very drawn to solitude. Alone time is not optional, it's necessary for emotional cleansing and nervous system reset. You are connected to your dreams and the subconscious. Your inner world may be vivid, symbolic, prophetic, or spiritually rich. You're prone to hiding your sadness or emotional suppression. So you may carry feelings that you cannot name, especially from childhood, family patterns, or ancestral memory. You are often um, compassionate and very healing. You understand suffering deeply, and you may be drawn to spiritual work, psychology, healing, charity, caregiving, or helping people behind the scenes. The moon in the 12th house and Cancer on the 12th house cusp teaches that your sensitivity is sacred, but you must learn what belongs to you and what you have absorbed from others. In your highest expression, you are a mystic, a healer, a dreamer, an artist, an intuitive, a spiritual guide, or a shaman, someone who can transform private pain into compassion, wisdom, and deep soul medicine. Okay, so let's talk about what cards you got. You have the Kalima that shows up for you is Mantra Shakti. You then have the Four of Wands. You also have Ostentation, which is Saturn and Taurus. And you have Facing Fears. It says it's not about being fearless, but about having the courage to progress despite them. And so, what I pick up on with these cards is that you have a very powerful ability to build. You need to know that your fear carries a vibration, your words carry a vibration, and you have, because you are so deeply connected to the spiritual world and to um, the subconscious mind, that what you say carries the ability to build or destroy. Okay. So, Spirit is saying to you, do not allow your fear to stop you from moving forward because your emotions carry a vibration. And if you walk around afraid of everything, walk around afraid of what could happen if, speaking fear over your life or over other people's lives, speaking detriment over yourself and other people's lives, you have a very powerful connection to the spiritual world, and you're able to negatively affect yourself, your outcomes, and the outcomes of the people around you. So, Spirit is encouraging you to use your power for creation as opposed to destruction. You are someone who has to learn how to think positively. You are someone who has to change your subconscious patterns and break the patterns of your ancestral lineage um, in order to create the life that you want to see. So you are someone who has a deep, deep connection to subconscious patterns of the family lineage or your blood lineage. And so you could come from a lineage of people who were afraid to make a difference. You could come from a people who were very negative in their speech, did not believe in, didn't have optimism. And it may not have been a choice for them to be optimistic. It could have been that their circumstance was one of such struggle and fear and oppression that it just deeply, deeply ingrained that energy within to the subconscious pattern for generations to come. Well, for you, because you happen to have a voice that changes things, you have to be the curse breaker in this situation for your family. And so you have to be the one that takes the time to study metaphysics and the vibration of sound and the resonance of certain vibrations and frequencies and what they call in and what they dispel as well. So you are being asked to watch your words when it comes to um, your life, when it comes to the life of your family, your friends, the people that you are closely intimate to, and even strangers, because you carry a very powerful vibration that exists beneath the surface. And so, just because you can't see the words that you speak, you just have to know that words become things. Thoughts are vibrations, vibrations physically manifest, and they become the things that you've spoken about. So for you, you're basically being told to watch your words, to speak in optimism, to stop speaking fear, to stop speaking doubt, um, and to train yourself in order to be able to do that, because you have the ability to build exactly what it is that you want to see in this lifetime. You just have to move towards it. And so this ostentation card talks about tenacity and moving forward, even through obstacles, in order to build your life. The Four of Wands is a card that it basically shows a family building a home. And so, if you want a home, just say for instance, if you want a home, then don't constantly focus on the fact that you don't have the credit score to purchase a home. You need to speak life over your finances, speak life over your credit, and then take practical steps in order to change it so that you're able to experience life in the way that you want to experience it. If you are someone who wants to be an entrepreneur, don't let the fact that you have to go to work every day um, create negative space within your mind that says that you're just a slave and you're just a worker. Use that. Tell yourself every day that you are an entrepreneur, that you are doing what you have to do so that you can do what you want to do in the long run. But don't let your fear and your current circumstances hinder you from moving forward into your paradise. Um, when it comes to your future generations, you are someone who has the ability to heal your bloodline moving backwards and moving forward. So you have the ability to sit with yourself in meditation. You have the ability to chant certain mantras that will heal your bloodline that came before you and heal your bloodline moving forward. One of the most simplest ways to heal your bloodline moving forward is through prayer and through affirmation and speaking life over your current circumstances and over the current circumstances of, or over the future circumstances of your lineage. Just like your grandmother's prayers have carried you to this point, your prayers will carry your grandchildren into their future. And so you're a curse breaker. You're a natural curse breaker, and you are someone who is able to change your circumstances simply by thinking about them, simply by the words that you choose to speak over them. And so the same is true for your lineage, those things and people who would come after you, as well as your words changing the things and circumstances for the people that come after you, your actions do. So do not let fear stop you. Use your current situation as a building block to move forward and to build something that is higher and greater that you were able to inherit from your uh, bloodline who came before you. Ashe, ashe, ashe.